founder of Startup Academy. So you are an academy, you are belonging to a faculty member, you are a faculty member, you are also a startup founder. तो आप क्या कहते हैं कि जो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप पढ़ा रहे हैं, पर्टिकुलरली जो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के टीचर्स हैं, ऑल द फैकल्टी मेंबर्स हु आर टीचिंग एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, क्या उनको खुद भी एंटरप्रेन्योर होना चाहिए या वो अगर उसको एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप को अलग रखें और खाली वो टीचिंग में रखें? क्योंकि अक्सर एक क्वेश्चन होता है कि जो एंटरप्रेन्योर है उसको ही एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप पढ़ानी चाहिए.
So let me rephrase it. So if I don't know swimming, can I teach swimming? Would you allow me to teach swimming? If I cannot drive, would you allow me to teach students how to drive a plane or a car or a truck? I mostly agree to what has been discussed. मेरा ख्याल है थोड़ा सी चीज़ों को फंडामेंटली करेक्ट करना बड़ा ज़रूरी है. बिजनेस बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है बिजनेस करते हैं, लेकिन स्टार्टअप में कुछ फंडामेंटल रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं. दैट इज फर्स्ट इज द USP, which is repacked, redesigned, rebranded, has an innovation factor. It is disruptive in nature. It can disrupt several industries. It can impact the business practices. That's the startup which I know, which I have studied, which I know, which is making which has the ability to create a ripple effect in the market. Business does not have that impact. Business lacks risk factor, business lacks innovation, it does not essentially create a ripple effect, it does not disrupts, it actually constructs the way market functions. So ये चीज़ें बड़ी strong line है between a business and startup. If I own a general store in the market and I teach business, am I an entrepreneur? No, I am not an entrepreneur. I am just doing the business which is adding up to my income, which I make every month. That's it. And why I am doing that business? Because I need more money for my expenses, or I have aspirations to become wealthy. Startup culture में ये चीज़ है. Startup is fueled by risk and innovation. I agree, NIC Labs is doing lots of things which we also commend. Even at Haripur Park Hostel, we always take that school, Suleiman Dawood or NIC Labs, as one of the leading schools in Pakistan. But I think this has to be reflected across Pakistan. I was just Googling and I just found that at the moment we have 34 established BICs in Pakistan which are recognized by HEC. There must be many more. But I'm coming back to your, I think, second or third question, the privatization of BICs. And I think that is too early to talk about, because if we are not having a proper homework in the BICs which are being structured by universities, governed by higher education commissions, the privatized BICs may not also be able to perform as you want them to perform. And that is the reason why in the last 10 years we could not create a PTM in Pakistan, we could not create OYO in Pakistan, which India has created in last 10 years, and both of them are unicorns, by the way. Despite top 5 biggest startups working in Pakistan for the last 10 years, none of them are able to achieve the status of a unicorn. So I think the good thing is that we're moving ahead, but my hunch is that we could have moved much faster if things were made correct. But the fundamental thing which I mentioned in my previous response is the mindset change. I always give an example of schools when we compare schools, medical school, law school, business school. If you talk to a medical school professor and ask him or her, what do you teach? They might be teaching anatomy and their physiology and their other courses. तमाम के तमाम मेडिकल स्कूल के प्रोफेसर्स जो हैं वो प्रैक्टिसिंग डॉक्टर होंगे या टीचिंग डॉक्टर्स होंगे, ठीक है? अदरवाइज मैं तो नहीं पढ़ा सकता मेडिकल स्कूल में. लॉ स्कूल में कोई प्रोफेसर लॉ का ऐसा नहीं होगा जो प्रैक्टिसिंग लॉयर नहीं हो. I can bet on that. You just make a survey and see who is teaching law in undergrad and postgrad classes. अनफॉर्चुनेटली इंजीनियरिंग स्कूल में भी ऐसे ही है. इंजीनियरिंग स्कूल में ये इंटेंसिटी थोड़ी कम है, लेकिन है ज़रूर, बिकॉज दे हैव देयर लैब्स, दे आर वर्किंग ऑन देयर प्रोटोटाइप्स, एटलीस्ट दे आर परफॉर्मिंग समथिंग which is satisfying their engineering acumen. Unfortunately, business school में ऐसा नहीं है. Business school में आप 95%, including the top-notch business schools, अगर आप business schools में बात करते हैं, they would never be doing business till earn 1 rupee ever, but they would be very much adept in the theoretical side of. I'm not shaming them. I'm myself a business school professor, but I'm saying that we are not able to realize the importance of practicing a business when we're teaching a business. Coming back to the first thing, अगर आप स्विमिंग कर नहीं सकते, how to teach swimming class? So अगर आप पैराट्रूपिंग नहीं जानते तो कैसे आप पैराट्रूपिंग पढ़ा सकते हैं? So मेरा ख्याल है बिजनेस स्कूल्स में इस चीज़ पे थोड़ा सा रीथिंक करने की जरूरत है, और वो हो नहीं सकता जब तक आपको पॉलिसी इंटरवेंशन, हायर एजुकेशन कमीशन इस चीज़ को इनकलकेट नहीं करती, इंश्योर नहीं. और ये मैं सॉरी एक चीज़ फाइनल ऐड करूँगा, दिस इज अ 180 डिग्री शिफ्ट. जैसे हमारे मेंबर ने कहा, वी नॉट यूज्ड टू इट, वी नॉट यूज्ड टू टीच बिजनेस बाय प्रैक्टिसिंग अ बिजनेस. सो ये मेरा ख्याल है हमें सोचने की ज़रूरत है कि क्या ये हम देर बाद चला सकते हैं, अगले 10 साल हम ये काम कर सकते हैं कि बिजनेस स्कूल में ऐसे लोग पढ़ाएं, मेरे जैसे लोग पढ़ाएं उन्होंने कभी बिजनेस नहीं किया.
Ms. Zira, what about PIDP इस वक्त जो है 22 इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स को जो है वो ऑपरेट कर रही है. आपके मुख्तलिफ इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स के साथ आपके जो बिग मैनेजर्स हैं, बिग एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स हैं, बिग इंचार्ज जो भी हैं, उनके साथ आपका रहता है, वो इक्विप्ड हैं, उनके पास वो नेसेसरी क्वालिफिकेशन, स्किल्स और एक्सपर्टीज़ हैं कि वो को रन कर सकें. आई एम माई सेल्फ अ बिग मैनेजर, तो आप मुझे इस पर कोई परेशानी नहीं होगी अगर आप उनके बात करें.
So we have, like you mentioned, 22 centers all across Pakistan, and in the past 3 years we have seen different results coming from different regions. There is a center in Gilgit, we did not expect it to do so well, but it has been doing amazing. And similarly, we have centers in Punjab, even in Lahore. We expected them to do better, but we found out first that it mostly depends on the university and the faculty. So if the audit department or if the university is very active about it, and if they are very supportive towards it, or if the faculty is actively involved in it, they encourage the students, they refer the students that you have a good product or a good idea, you should get incubated, get their services, we see a much better result in terms of startup success. But if the university or the faculty has this mindset that this is a waste of time, you should focus on your studies, the results are not so good. So when it comes to the bids, I think that for the audit or the bid management, it is essential that they have some kind of training. They have this open mindset that they need to encourage the students to get out of this race to get high-paying jobs, and they should develop their skills or promote entrepreneurship in classrooms. So even now, I believe that the academia is facing a little challenge since last year. Most of the students, the good students, they are leaving Pakistan for jobs or higher education. A large number of young people, from my own colleagues to my friends, they have left in this past year. And now the academia needs to step up, encourage students that leaving Pakistan is not the only option. You can build your own sustainable business here, provide jobs to more people. And I think I agree with Dr. Dalal that if universities house companies, they can not only offer internships or trainings or jobs to the students, but they can also offer a sort of inspiration to them that if we can do this, you can do this too. Coming back to the bids, if the management is not trained well enough, the results would always be poor.
डॉक्टर शाजिया, आपको क्या ख्याल है जो लोग बिक्स चला रहे हैं, ठीक है, वो लोग उनकी है कैपेसिटी इस काबिल है कि वो नए स्टार्टअप्स निकाल के सकें यूनिवर्सिटीज से?
अच्छा, ये बहुत बड़ा प्रेशर है आई वुड से ऑन द फैकल्टी, क्योंकि बाहर की कंट्रीज में जिनको हम एज एन एग्जांपल लेते हैं What they do, they have a track system, research track में चले गए, teaching track में चले गए, consultancy track में चले गए. What they are trying to do over here in Pakistan, एक ही बंदा है वो research भी करेगा, वो बहुत अच्छा instructor भी होगा, वो बहुत अच्छा businessman भी होगा.